All right, this is Equity in Sports by Brandon Evan Johnson. Pretty much, this will cover the amount of actual physical print space devoted to female sport compared to that devoted to male sports. We have found that over time that inequity and disparity has been a reoccurring thing when it comes to the differences between male athletes and female athletes. Um, um, so what I did here was I went and searched seven different news articles. I went with the Spartan race. I went with ESPN. I went with Sports Center, the Boise State Athletics page, Idaho Sports page, the World Sports Network, and the UK Evening Standard. And I pretty much went into each one of these articles, looked at their main web page, and the method I used was I would just sit there and I would count how many articles, how many pictures were all related to males versus females. So I had the number of male articles portrayed first on one side of my first data graph, and then I had the number of female articles in the second column of my data graph. Pretty much what I got as the result was of these seven different sport pages, I got a pretty definitive presence of male related articles with very slim to almost none of female articles on many of the sport pages. The second graph that I had below it is just kind of a visual representation. It just clearly shows like you have the blue bars, which are the male articles found on the sport pages, and you have the orange bar, which is the female articles found on the sport pages. And pretty much after looking into the presence of male and female articles on these web pages, I was surprised to find that almost all of it was very male oriented, like predominantly, if not just focused solely on males. Uh, I kind of had a feeling that it would be more male oriented, but for the fact that ESPN and SportsCenter did not have any female articles like on their entire like head pages, like when you click on their webpage, kind of blew my mind. I understand it's football season, but still, I know that there's other things going on right now that could be reported on. Um, but just to kind of get a little bit of diversity in there as well, I tried starting off locally by searching like the Idaho Sports page and the Boise Athletics page and seeing how they measured up. And Idaho Sports did have a couple female articles in it, but as I grew to like a nationwide, I searched on Sports Center and ESPN, and that was just all male heavy articles. There was no female articles present on their web pages all. And then I tried looking worldly and in other places as well. So Spartan Race, like which I personally like partake in, I know is a world sport, and it is a very diverse uh, and gender kind of equality sport. So I was actually happy to see that they were very evened out on their male and female articles. And then when it came to the UK and the world, it's like the trend consisted with our local and nation uh, sport pages, how they remained mainly male oriented. And pretty much just as we can see from the data, there's just a tremendous focus on male articles and sport pages compared to an almost non-existent female article coverage. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. There's some changes that need to be made, and that's all I got for you.